We never know what we want to do in life. My friend, I've spent so many years trying to figure out what it is that I want to do, and that's not the answer. If we don't just commit to something, we're never going to figure out whether or not we like doing that thing. And if we don't commit to something, frankly, we're going to stay the exact same. I make videos like this all the time. If you want in your feed, go ahead and subscribe. When it comes down to the thing that you want to do, no one's gonna write it on the wall for you. It's not gonna be written in the stars for you. It's something that you have to discover through taking action. And that's the thing that most people in society lack. At the end of the day, man, I'm telling you, whatever that you have an intuition about, that you're like, I really like painting, right? Go and do that thing consistently. Try to set a cadence to it to where you can actually see improvement so you can actually get better, right? If you like networking with people, if you wanna make people smile, if that's just like a amorphous goal, right? Try to think about, how can I go and organize events? How can I go and interact with more people consistently? Really, the key about all of this stuff is consistency.
You are so consistent.
If you don't do something consistently for like a month, 2 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, you're never gonna get to a point where you're even technically proficient at that thing that you like to do. It's not about what you like to do, it's about what must be done. And really that comes down to what we feel we need in our lives, right? Knowing yourself, understanding the things that you're innately good at, and trying to move past the whole barrier of, I'm not sure. You're never gonna be fucking sure, I promise you, okay? In general, I came up with this metaphor when I was like super young, and it was about, oh, life is like fog, and you like cut through the fog and then you like find some shit, you know? Or like there's these metaphors where you're in a black room and you have a flashlight and you're kind of looking around this black room. Life is like that, right? At the end of the day, you don't really know what you're gonna run into. You don't know who you're gonna meet. You don't know what innate other tendencies and capacities are gonna come out in the future. So looking at something from the same perspective, standing in one place and looking around, you're only gonna see from one side what things look like, how you perceive them in life. If, however, you move to the right, or you move to the left, you're gonna see things in a whole different perspective than what you did initially. So the whole goal of life is to have different perspectives as often as we can so that we can get different vantage points on the same data. At the end of the day, if we don't have that movement, if we don't care about wanting to grow as a human being, none of the pursuits are gonna make any sense, right? There's just gonna be these amorphous things that we don't quite understand. And we don't understand shit. I'm telling you, at this level, at the CEO level, at Elon Musk level, you can't know everything. And so it's this constant pursuit of just being like, dude, maybe if I just did this one day, and I did this another day, and I did this another day, and I did this another day, oh wow, okay, I did this for a month. This is how I feel. This is what I've accomplished in my life. And then when you at that point, you realize, oh wow, these are all the habits that I had to put together to get to this point. Look at how much I've changed as a human being. And look, now I can see that there's probably 12 other things in my life that if I just did this consistently, I'd probably get results like this, right? At the end of the day, that is the mission. That is the goal, is just to experiment, to try to figure out, hey, why am I doing these things? How do I do them more efficiently? And how does it feel when I actually get to a result that I like? So in answer to just generally the question, hey, how do I know what I want to do? How do I know what to pursue in life? Use your intuition. Use your intuition. Your intuition comes down to how you perceive life, okay? The things that you see, the way that you interact, the way that you have been raised, the way your genetics, they all play into your intuition. And it's that little voice in the back of the head that says, that person's probably a shitty person. I don't want to spend time with that guy. Or I should probably not walk down that alleyway because it seems dark and dangerous. Or, hey, this is an opportunity that I actually vibe with, right? I like the person who's presenting to me. I like the potential of it. Maybe I should just step into it and see. That intuition, keep building that. Keep building that thing, and you're only gonna build it by moving, by having that different perspective, by having that different philosophy of, listen, I'm gonna fail, no problem. I can deal with that. If you've played video games ever, you realize that failing is a part of the process. It gets you better at the game. That's how life is. It's designed based on life. And then in the process, just always think about, hey, how can I like improve on this a little bit? Am I actually getting what I want out of it? And you're not gonna get what you want out of it out of a week. You're not gonna get what you want out of it out of a month. even a year of your life, right? So many people are incredibly impatient with things, myself included. I'm like, I want to get this done in 6 months. It's like, dude, you're building a national nonprofit. It's not gonna get done in 6 months, right? You have to realize that the time frame that all of these people have put into your head, they're like, oh, you get done with this in like 3 months and you'll have abs. It's not a fact in any capacity. Like, the blocks that I want you to think about are like 5 years, right? Like 10 years of time. And you only have a couple of those blocks in your life, so you better start moving now. Actualize your potential catalysts. This world needs you. Take care of yourself. If you want more of this stuff, obviously subscribe, like, and support the channel. Peace.